Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? Guys. One of the many benefits of being in Discord is if you're seeing this right now, you heard about this stream. We haven't promoted this stream anywhere. This is a secret stream. And we're going to be tackling the topic of the day. The topic of the day. Actually, you know what? Before I even dive into all this, before we tell you how we're going to make $1 million at world record time, let's start a countdown. Let people trickle in. Toss it in the chat if you can, if you join. Guys, we have a big one today. We've got about 2.5 hours until Lena gets here. Countdown has begun. Welcome. I'm going to share the stream. Bane, what's good, dog? All right, how are we looking on different channels? All right, today we are going to be making moves, okay? We've been focusing a lot recently on the product, obviously, because that's what's going to be driving the revenue for this new business. But it's not just the product. We got to learn what's trending. So we actually have a video that we're going to watch today. And this video is related to building a one-person $1 million business. I have not watched it yet. You guys are going to get my raw, straight thoughts on this video. It's trending. Few days, 153,000 views. It's impressive. So I haven't seen it yet, but maybe we'll learn something. There's always the chance to learn something, you know? And if not, we get to see what this guy's thinking. Maybe there's one tidbit of information that we can learn and apply that might make the difference between us breaking the record to $1 million in revenue. All right, 2.5 minute countdown. I also have an update from last night. I wanted to let you guys get to sleep and get some food, but I kept working after you guys left. I kept going. I thought I was going to stop, but then I thought, you know what? If we really want to break this record and get it in 60 days, then I got to keep pushing a little further. So I pushed the product a little bit further, and we got things a little bit more wired up. We're still in the thick of it, but we're making progress. All right, love it, Bane, love it. All right, we all kept grinding. So, yes, it looks like there is some more coding potential. I just want to keep this coding going because we got to get this thing live so we can actually start making money on it. That said, we are getting close. I feel like we're getting closer to wiring up this front end. But to keep it entertaining, you know what? We'll wait for Ayush to get in the chat. But one idea that I want to throw out, there are a lot of videos like the one we're going to play. And I'm wondering if you guys think the content would be more interesting if it was just like me purely coding like we've been doing, or I'm just kind of coding on the side and also reacting to videos. Could do both. or we could do breaks. You know, I'm totally open to different formats, but just wanted to throw it out there because I do understand if we're coding for like 5 hours straight, it can get a little tiring, you know. So we'll test out something a little different today. Test something out a little different. We'll start with the video. This video is actually great in terms of the title. I haven't watched it yet, but it seems like it's great because at a title level, it's talking about our direct goal of making the mill. All right, here we go. So guys, game plan for today. We're gonna kick it off by watching this video, okay? How they build a one-person business, 0 to 1 million. Outside of this, we're gonna go back to our coding. Keep the process moving forward. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see if we can balance it. We might play another video later on. So with that said, here we go.
The fourth.
Okay.
The first.
What do we think of the music? Should I pause the music? I'll play it for a little bit. Let me know if you think I should pause the music.
$1 billion solo business is coming.
Okay, yeah, I'll pause it. All right. There we go.
The first $1 billion solo business is coming. And with AI, it'll be here faster than you think. But most people still don't know how to use AI to get ahead.
Sure.
As a CEO, board member, investor in tech companies worth billions, I am seeing teams ship full products in weeks. And the ones who make real money are doing one thing better. They build real businesses with AI, not just automation. So, no, this isn't another AI automation video. Today, I'll share with you a step-by-step path to one-person AI business that could make millions in 2026. Let's get into it. Step one is the most important. It's the one mistake.
All right, guys, are you ready? This came out 4 days ago, so let's see. And first off, I already agree. He's talking about how, he's basically talking about how with this trend in AI, small teams can do way more, and you're going to have single-person $1 million businesses, but eventually you'll have the first single-person $1 billion business. Who knows? Maybe that'll be us. Who knows? But either way, we're going to continue watching.
That separates the unicorns from the 99%. Imagine it's Monday morning, and your task is to analyze 1,000 customer reviews as quickly as you can. Now, 2 years ago, it would have cost you $3,000 and days of data analysis to even make sense of it all. Today, AI will do it in minutes for $3. That's 1,000x collapse in the cost of doing business. It's mind-blowing. Also, AI doesn't work at human speed, right? It works at light speed. And finally, the output will be better because AI can understand vast data with more precision than humans can. So AI is cheaper, faster, better than humans right now. And that single fact could be terrific for some of us and terrifying for some of us. Because in this new high-stakes battlefield, your competition is no longer just another founder or another company. It's the fact that intelligence itself has become a commodity. How do you know if your business idea is $1 million idea? That's the framework I want to share. I call this the founder's triangle. You have to ask 3 questions. First, the domain. Are you an expert in some domain? Have you worked in a specific industry for 5 years? Because then you'll know the industry nuances, the pain points, the buying process, the customers, the partners, the channels. You have human intuition about it. Your competitors will start from 0 and you'll start from year 5. That's the huge advantage. Second D, do you have depth in your craft? What feels like play to you that feels like work to others?
Guys, all right, right off the bat, I agree with what he's saying. Okay. And we're in step number one. He's talking about the first piece of that. First piece of that, domain expertise. We got that. We got that. Guys, built one of the leading Bitcoin mining as a service companies globally with data centers across 4 different continents, fully mining Bitcoin with renewable energy. Been in crypto for a while. We're experts on this. We're experts. Number two, we got this. Look at this. What feels like work to others feels like play to us. Guys, we're having a good time. Having a good time. How's it going, Row? Good to see you. Welcome. We are looking to build the fastest $1 million business. Fastest road to 1 million from nothing of all time. Here we go. Row, welcome. We're going to keep playing this video. This video, once again, is trending. We're going to see what we agree with, if there's anything we disagree with, and if we can hopefully learn something that maybe can ensure we break this record. All right, here we go.
That's a great question to ask. That helps you focus your business on your strengths. The skill could be anything. Could be coding, math, accounting, gardening, piano tuning. It doesn't matter. And the third question is, do you have a unique distribution advantage?
Distribution, baby. Guys, what are we doing right now? Is this distribution? You know, I feel like we've got, and we've also got some tricks up our sleeve when it comes to distribution. Okay. I think we're going to be able to distribute. Okay. But that is a good point. We will need to make sure that we have good distribution. Maybe building in product led growth mechanisms, maybe leveraging our network, reaching out to other people. We need everyone to hear about this. So, anyway, here we go. We hit the 3 pieces of the triangle with step 1. There we go. The founders triangle. All right. Row. Roro's also fired up, guys. Ayush, bang. Roro is now here. He's on Twitch. He's fired up. I can actually see we're streaming to a number of different platforms right now. So Roro, make sure you follow on Twitch. If you want to see some of the other chats that are coming from some other people, check out Kick.
You have to have some unfair pathway to reach customers. Captive audience maybe, or a network, or a partnership. Let's do a quick case study to refine our understanding of the founder's triangle. Harvey AI, the company founder.
All right, so they're going to talk about Harvey. Rather than me explain it, I'll let you guys check it out. Also, make sure you join the Discord. That's how you're going to hear about our new streams. So Roro, welcome.
Winston Weinberg was a litigator himself. He went through the grind. So domain, check. He
Domain
teamed up
check.
with an AI expert from DeepMind and Meta. So depth, check. And then they piloted inside top law firms and even partnered with some of them to train their own AI model, and then expanded across other law firms that they already knew. So distribution advantage, check. So they instinctively understood the founder's triangle. That's why they are reportedly worth $8 billion in 2025.
Look at that. Boom. I mean, skipped quite a few steps, let's be real. I mean, but Harvey is a good success story.
So what's the one key takeaway here? When you have a great idea, apply the founder's triangle and check whether you have domain, depth, or distribution strength. If at least one of them is green, you're a go. And if you have all 3 turning green,
Guys, we have all 3 that are turning green. Let's go. Guys, we are going to set the record. Fastest from idea solo to $1 million in revenue. There we go.
floor it. You are on an accelerated path to build your own Harvey AI. But even if you have a strong conviction around exactly what idea you want to pursue, how you build your AI business can change the growth curve entirely. Step 2, the machinery. Building a business is all about managing the messy stuff. You know, the machinery, the daily details, the everyday execution. There are 5 core functions that you must focus on to build the entire business machine. I call them the dream functions.
The dream functions.
D-R-E-A-M, dream. Let's go through them quickly. D is for demand. That's about creating qualified pipeline of leads. No pipeline, no revenue. I've made that mistake. How do you find customers? How do customers find you? This is your lead gen engine.
That is important. And in all of these things, we're going to have to do some brainstorming in terms of how we are going to be building that pipeline. Dinky Man, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. All right, guys, once again, for those of you guys who are joining, we are talking exactly about how we are going to build the fastest $1 million business in history. Here we go. And just as a heads up, in case you didn't know, my name is William Samasegi, been a tech founder, CEO, entrepreneur for over a decade, built businesses, and right now we're putting our head back to the grindstone, getting in, grinding, and showing that we still got what it takes to start from ground zero. Because a lot of people, they start from ground zero. So I want to show that it can be done. And not only do I want to try to do it, but I want to do it in record timing. Yes, we are going to do it in record timing. So here we go. This video is trending. Let's talk. It just launched 4 days ago. You guys are getting the inside scoop. This guy has this video trending because it's a very good video. I can already see. And we're going to see what we can learn and apply to make sure that we break this record.
For revenue. Your pricing, your packaging, your renewal mechanics, what's your profit margin, all of that needs to be very clear. E is the engine. This is your core product or service or platform that you deliver and how it fits the market needs.
This is what we're building right now, our engine. We're building the engine right now.
It's all about the design, the engineering, the product features, how to build what your customers will buy. A is for admin. This is all of your back office, finance, accounting, legal, billing, contracts, all of that. Things that keep your business running smoothly. And finally, M is marketing.
Okay, so our admin, we're also trying to think of that as we're building the engine. Admin's going to be important. And obviously we want as much of our stuff automated as possible.
How do you build reputation and brand? Through content, communities, connection, case studies. That is your business foundation, your dream machine running 24/7.
Dream machine, demand, revenue, engine, admin, marketing. Let's do it.
Now, here's where the magic starts. As a solo founder, you don't need to do all of this manually or need to hire people for it. According to US Chamber of Commerce, 58% of small businesses are already using generative AI. So let's take the real world story of a business owner in Chicago. He used to run reports and spend hours crunching numbers manually to figure out the price adjustments that he had to make because his cost of raw materials kept changing all the time. Now he takes all that raw material data and dumps it into ChatGPT and gets the analysis in minutes. He also feeds all the data from his QuickBooks and his point of sale systems directly into Google's Notebook LM. That AI then analyzes all of that data and creates a podcast. He shares that podcast with his branch managers on what's going well, what needs more work. So that AI tool has become his CFO. And you can do all of this today. If you're running a software company or building an app, your team can be 2 AI agents building the next version of your app. One agent writes the code, the other one reviews it and debugs it. They could be up all night, catching and killing bugs and shipping features. Today's AI is the worst AI you'll ever use. Tomorrow, it'll get better faster. Now, this may feel like a lot on day one, but here's something actionable that you can try today. Don't worry about building the entire machinery. Just focus on the first piece of a single component of that machine. This week, just pick one area, just one, and find a single recurring task that you can automate. Try, for example, demand. See if a tool like Clay can enrich 100 leads. For marketing, for example, see if Gamma can help you build the slide deck. Now, yes, you want to reach the top of Mount Everest, but you don't get there by staring at the summit from base camp. You get there by focusing on the 18 inches of snow in front of you. You lift your boot and you plant one deliberate step, just one step at a time. That's how you get there. But once you build this dream machine, you will face the biggest question. What do you do when your rivals copy your business and steal your customers? Your revenue will stay in the castle only when you have built a moat around your castle. Step 3, the moats. Here's what
Okay, guys, this should make the million in revenue seem achievable, right? Step 1, the foundation. Can we do it? Do we have the skill set? Yes, we do. Step number 2, can we build the dream machine? You know, it's an interesting way to look at it. We are building our machine, and we have aspects that we're going to be taking from his concept of dream machine. He's now talking about moat. So this is after you have revenue, how you're going to build defensibility. So I'll give you guys a perfect example. My company, SAS Mining. What does it do? How does it work? Well, like I mentioned, we're mining Bitcoin across 4 continents, fully with renewable energy. We've got customers around the world that have noticed, like, yeah, you can go onto Coinbase or any crypto exchange and buy Bitcoin. And that's amazing. But many people, for far too long, have been locked out of the actual Bitcoin mining process. If you look at Satoshi Nakamoto, the way that he acquired Bitcoin was through Bitcoin mining. And yes, Bitcoin's amazing, but many people today are acquiring Bitcoin by buying it on exchanges. We saw an opportunity to build a platform that democratizes access so you or anyone else has the ability to begin mining Bitcoin with renewable energy. Whereas, and you don't need a PhD in power, you don't need expertise in how to mine, you don't need all of this, you don't need the connections. That's the moat that we had to build over many years before we were able to go and launch this platform that can actually provide this user experience that makes it easy for you to mine Bitcoin. Make it easier for you to mine than to buy Bitcoin. We needed the domain expertise. Used to host a podcast where I'd interview public company mining companies, leaders in energy, built a network over many years, and then built relationships and then brought them on and then eventually got to work with different people in the industry, built a reputation. And all of these things for SAS Mining made it possible for us to build this product. And then even after we had those connections, we needed to build an amazing team on the technical side to be able to deliver and do X, Y, and Z and actually build this experience. So that right there is a moat, right? That's a moat, because if someone else comes in and wants to deliver that product or that experience, well, they need the mining connections. They need to have the expertise in order to actually build and run the mines. And then all these processes we built out, and then the team to build the software and all of this, right? So all of these things that I'm telling you now, it'll be interesting when you think about it. As we go on to this next part of the video where it's talking about the moat, think about the moat that I just described with my last company, with SAS Mining. And you'll see those features. Right now, for all intensive purposes, for what we're doing here on this stream, and I'm showing you how we're going to get to $1 million in revenue live. What we are doing it's not as deep into step 3 yet. First, we're just trying to get a business running with revenue. Okay, that's the first step 1 and 2. So that is what we're trying to accomplish here. And we're trying to do it in record-breaking time. But yes, let's go on to step 3.
most of us forget. The real difficulty in the AI-driven world isn't starting a business, but staying in business. Most of you know the story of Blockbuster. In the early 2000s, it was the king of video rentals. 9,000 stores, $6 billion in revenue. And it was the only place in the US for everyone to go and rent movie DVDs. But Blockbuster made most of its money on charging fees for rentals and then for late returns. And everyone hated the late fees. Then came Netflix. It got rid of both those fees and started a brand new way of renting movies. You pay a monthly subscription fee and they'll mail you the DVD in that famous red envelope. Now, Blockbuster had no way to respond. If they tried to match Netflix strategy, It would destroy their core revenue model. Blockbuster even had a chance to buy Netflix for $50 million. They said no. And by year 2010, they went bankrupt. And Netflix value went from $50 million to nearly $500 billion. What's the lesson here? This is your first moat. In competitive
Guys, I just want to say, what a massive fuck up by those Blockbuster. We who were the guys? You know what? I'm curious because they need to be called out for messing that up so bad. Which guys from Blockbuster passed on Netflix? And guys, I don't want, I normally wouldn't do this and just call them out, but I actually know a little bit about the story and the fact that they laughed them out of the room. You're gonna laugh people out of the room and then get your ass handed to you like that. That is embarrassing. Okay. Okay. CFO Barry McCarthy. Barry. Yeah. Okay. See, the specific Blockbuster lieutenants are not usually named, but the decision attributes to Antioco CEO. Antioco. Okay. Dang. It's crazy. Passing on him for $50 million and then watching him turn to 500 bill. All right. Sorry. We're back to moats. Back to moats.
strategy, this is called counter positioning. If you sell your product in a way that attacks the core business model of your competition, you can take their market share. They'll see what you're doing, but they won't be able to respond to you without cannibalizing their own business. And this happens time and again. Southwest Airline, Airbnb, Dollar Shave Club. Counter positioning is a great move. The second mode is about sticky habits and creating high switching costs that make leaving you very painful. Think about it. Bing is a search engine that's just one click away. But Google has become a habit. iPhone users don't switch to Android easily. Uber users don't switch to Lyft easily. Nowadays, the new habit is ChatGPT. Google's Gemini is right there, built into the Chrome browser. But people are used to ChatGPT. So you should think about how to create such high switching costs. How do you make your product a habit? It's a great mode. And the third mode to make your
I actually really like that we're watching this video right now. I really, because this is one thing that if we're being completely honest with ourselves, have we given it enough thought? Probably not. We know about moats, but just like with everything, when you're building a business, you've got so many different areas. So many different areas. Everything from product, distribution, acquiring customers. And thinking about moats is important because you don't want to just make the million. You want to lock in positioning that's going to give you defensibility. And if you have those moats planned out, or you have a good path for the moats where you're looking at counter positioning, high switching cost, and then a data moat, which is going to be the third one here, I'm assuming based on this, then you're going to have a business that is going to be able to stand the test of time. If you're investing all this time into a business, you want to build one that can withstand the test of time. And the second thing is that investors are actually going to want to back you, and other people are going to want to back you because you're going to be a much more sure thing. Much more sure thing. Nothing in business is a sure thing, but more of a sure thing if you have a moat. So, what we might even do while this is top of mind after this video, we've been doing a lot of coding, we've been building our engine, and guys, as you know, we are working at breakneck speed. Within, it hasn't even been a week, but within a week, we've done more than a full-time team of 3 would have done in 9 weeks, based on what ChatGPT said. So we're moving fast, teaching you guys all the secrets, but I think we might need to do some brainstorming on moats. That might be, that might be. I use Bitcoin stream time, BTC stream time. Or you mean we made it because of the stream time? Yes, we have spent a good amount of time on stream because, guys, this is the other important thing. If you want to do anything, you're going to have to, it's going to take work. You're going to have to grind. So, thankfully, that is in our DNA. We grind, we win. That's how we have ascended to the top of industries. And that is what we are going to do here. Except now it's a new thing. It's not about total size, it's about speed. We need to do it quickly. All right, moat.
Business defensible, proprietary data, and learning loops. Think about Google, Amazon, ChatGPT, Uber, Tesla. All of these great companies have one advantage. They have a gold mine of consumer data. They use that data to refine their products all the time. That generates more data for these companies, and it's a self-reinforcing loop. Now, you don't need to have that level of data, but I'd recommend that you think about this moat the hardest. Is there any proprietary data that you have? How do you get it? Is there a partnership you can strike? I'll give you another example.
This is so key. Okay, we're going to let them keep going. The other day, I was doing a podcast. We haven't launched it yet, but I was talking with a top AI investor that invests in early stage companies. And he was talking about how data is very important. And everyone, he directly said it. I asked him this question. I said, you know, everything's moving so fast. And we were on the topic of moats. And I said, what is it that would get your attention with an early stage startup? What would be the best moats that you'd like to see as an investor? And the biggest one for him, he answers, his first words out of his mouth are, you know how they're saying data is the new oil? And goes on to explain how proprietary data sets are going to be a huge differentiator because fast forward, a lot of people can copy a product, build something, whatever it might be. But if you are able to build a better mousetrap, a better product because you have a proprietary data set or a data set that other people don't have access to, then that gets very interesting because then truly other people can't copy your product if they can only build that product with that data set. So this is very interesting. It's actually gotten me thinking about, okay, what are going to be the most valuable data sets? What data sets should we focus on? How do you strike up partnerships for different data sets to maybe get exclusivity for a period of time, XYZ? All of this is very, very interesting. So this is actually one area that for this, we're just trying to hit the million in revenue quickly. We haven't even began diving into deep proprietary data moats at this point. As we dive into the next step here in terms of training and moats and brainstorming on moats, maybe we'll come up with something.
The fastest growing enterprise software company today is Cursor, and they are an AI coding platform for software engineers. They track and analyze keystrokes from millions of developers who use their product. The company analyzes those signals and launches a new feature every single day that drives more usage, and the learning loop continues. So those are the three moats. Now, even with all three moats, if you don't follow this one final step, your business may not find hypergrowth because no AI can debug the software that's running inside your head. Step 4, the mindset. Being a solo founder isn't about being fearless. It's about accepting the fear and showing up in the ring anyway. Now, listen, I doubt myself all the time. I can tell you so many stories from my life when I was afraid and I didn't take the risks that I should have taken. And I have regretted it since then. It happens to all of us. Nowadays, when I stare down at the risk, I have a decision to make. And I ask myself this question. When I am on my deathbed, looking back, what will I regret most? This is the most important question for all of us in today's era. AI is going to change every industry, and it's changing almost every career. We're almost at this moment in time where AI becomes smarter than any human. And as you think about becoming a successful entrepreneur or employee in this new world, what will you bring to the table? Your taste, your purpose, your relationships, your judgment, your critical thinking. Things AI cannot replicate or automate. So when you have self-doubts, that's the mindset shift you have to make. You don't need permission from others. If you keep listening to that voice in your head, that inner critic of yours, it will always force you to pick regret over risk. You need to allow yourself to succeed, because this is the most fascinating and terrifying truth about your career and your life. The risks you take and fail have much less impact than the risks you fail to take. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so others can find this channel. Here's another video that I think you'll like. Thank you, and I love you.
Okay, guys, what are we thinking of the video? Toss it in the chat. Any questions, any topics? Any questions, any topics you want us to cover here? Yes, interesting video. I agree. So I had never heard of this guy. I guess he went to MIT. His name is the MIT Monk. So here's what we'll do. We want to take the learnings from this. There is, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this tool before. Have you guys seen this? You can paste it. It's called YouTube to transcript.com. You paste the URL, get free transcript. Okay. You see that? It gave us the transcript. Sorry, I just got to reformat this. All right. Okay. So once you get the transcript, you click this button here, copy. And copy the transcript. All right. Now that we've copied that transcript, we're going to go let's see here. Here's what we're going to do, actually. I'm going to bring you guys up to the top display. So this is not the thing that we're using at the current moment for coding, but this is the chat that knows what we're building. So I'm going to say, sounds great, thank you. I want to change gears a little bit here and do some brainstorming on the business and everything in terms of how we are not only going to build a successful, fast-growing $1 million revenue business, but also how we are going to take best practices in this fast-moving world of AI. I'm attaching a transcript here that lays out some ideas, things around moat, etc. I want you to analyze the transcript with your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, and also think through the very best approaches that we can glean and anything that we might want to consider or brainstorm on with the product and approach that we are taking based on some of the lessons in this video. Thank you. So we're giving it the prompt, right? And then we're going to paste in the transcript. And it has the timestamps. Boom. And then we see what it tells us. All right, guys, we're going to get the music back on. Okay, guys, so you've been educated by this. We had a guest speaker today, guest speaker on the stream. But guys, here's what we're doing. We're getting back in the ring. Okay, I actually really like that video. I think that there are some good lessons to learn. And I like how he talked about mindset at the end. I agree with the mindset. Never let doubt stop you. Many people would do it and they'd make it happen if they just gave it the shot, you know? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you're not even willing to get in the ring, then you never have a chance. All right. We're going to see what ChatGPT said. Let's do some brainstorming. Let's see what we can learn.
Can we go?
All right. Okay, so before this even finishes generating, I'll tell you guys my thoughts on this. Because in the back of my mind, I've known a little bit about Moat, a little bit. So first use case, just to test, we need people to be able to come on and easily bet on how a product, or we need people to be able to come on the website and know exactly how the product works. And they need to know that they can bet up or down. Very, very simple. Now, here's the big key. Here's the big key. People can go and bet on these other markets in Polymarket, Kalshi, all these other places. So how do you build a moat? I think that the big key for us is we got to nail the user experience for people wanting to bet on crypto. And then the way that this explodes is we make it easy for people to go and share markets and get other people involved. If you have a good sharing mechanism, it makes it super easy for people to go and get visibility for the market, then I think you can grow very, very quickly. Okay, AI, reality intelligence as a commodity. Okay, founder's triangle. Okay, it's still generating. Yes, Spain. My Worker AI. This is one of our other companies. Once again, we are in the ring for My Worker AI currently, as we speak. When I'm not on stream, I'm working on all these other things. But this is my mentality. We take the biggest swings that we can. I think that this is like a sport. I really do. Entrepreneurship. The big difference is you're not going and kicking a ball around. You've got a longer career, you know? These professional athletes, they have a very narrow window when they can perform at the top level. Entrepreneurs, it's the same thing. You've got a narrow window, but that narrow is the span of your lifetime to a certain degree. I mean, when you're super old, super young, it's difficult. But that said, we're in it right now. And I think that the hallmark of what's going to allow you to be a great entrepreneur is pushing yourself, taking big swings, putting yourself in the fire and letting it forge you. So that is where we're at right now. With My Worker AI, we are also in a similar stage to this. We've got a product, we need distribution. That's why I think that these streams are great, because we can get clips for everything. Then that trickles into all of the businesses. The Bitcoin mining business, My Worker, and this. But I think that this is exciting because we're coding this in real time. We're building this, and we're showing how we'd start from ground zero. All right. So once again, guys, this is the ChatGPT thread thread you're looking at now is the old one we did. So it knows about what we're building with the Bitcoin product, but it's going slow because the thread's really long. So we might have to do a little bit of brainstorming in another thread. Honestly, we could just new prompt this if this doesn't work. Here we go. Yo, Ayush. Unfortunately, I'm not super fluent in all these different acronyms. What does it mean, app build stream when XD? What does XD mean? we're exiting this page. Why is ChatGPT so slow? ChatGPT is so buggy right now. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what it said. Here we go. Dream, demand, revenue, engine, admin, marketing. Okay, counter positioning. Yes, this is a good thing. The counter positioning, I think, is a big one. Users build muscle memory around you. Leaving is painful. And then proprietary data and learning loops. Okay. Demand. Building a streaming prediction toolkit, a single. Shopify marketing. For a fast path to $1 million in revenue, simple, transparent, scalable economics. Longer term, white label markets for partners, exchanges, influencers. Offer an API that lets anyone embed markets in their product. Yes. Usage. Simulate. Okay. Engine, the product you're building. Solana on-chain, real-time betters. Chris, you're doing the right thing. Building an engine. Okay. Where AI should go deeper. Market generation risk. AI proposes markets based on price feeds, news, stream content. A risk agent simulates payouts, ranges, and flags. Okay. AI watches BTC price feeds. All right. All right, guys, we're looking through it, broke it down by dream. Now marketing, okay. Counter positioning. Who are your blockbusters? Polymarket Rollbit, focus on generic, have clunky UX for streamers. All right. Creator-centric revenue sharing, real-time streaming UX tools help them grow their channel. Yes, these incumbents can't easily pitch. All right, prediction panel inside a bit. All right. Switching cost, yes. All right. So where you can build a real mode, you will have time series markets. A market recommendation distribution. A risk engine. All right. Prediction animation. All right, guys. So we're actually on the best path, is what it's saying here. The transcript is basically screaming, use AI to build a real distribution-backed data moat business, not just automation. That's exactly what we're setting up with the prediction engine, streamer distribution, and data flywheel. Draft internal memo. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So, guys, we're getting after it. That's what we're talking about. Guys, we got good instincts. This video just validated our approach. We are the dream team. We're hitting dream. We're hitting the dream, all the different categories, when we got our mode, thinking in place. Here we go. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just so our new chat is fully updated on the thinking on this. Let's first see where we're at. Guys, I'm gonna catch you up with some of the work that I did the other day. Here we go. You guys can see my bottom screen now. You might be thinking, Will, this looks broken. Did you break our product? And here's what I have to say to that. First, actually, I'm gonna screenshot this. Gotta get some. Don't worry, I didn't break the product. I actually made some progress. Okay. Okay. So here's what we did. This is the exact point. Nice work getting here. Admin dev tools page is telling us. So this is where we're at. What the admin page is saying. That was what the admin page looked like. Network config. So all of this, we got to decide which wallet will be the admin. You can get it from Phantom. Okay. So I guess I gotta, I'm gonna give the prompt real quick. Sounds great. I've attached screenshots showing you that we put in that exact prompt that you said. It looks like we actually didn't put in the admin pub key here. I just clicked copy address from the public wallet in the screenshot that I just attached to show you. Is this the right way to approach it, or is there a different thing that we need to do? Please leverage your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains to come up with the best approach. Thank you so much. All right. Oh. Bless me. Superhuman. All right, guys. We're going to set the record for fastest to $1 million in revenue and having the most fun while we're doing it. Guys, let's hammer in this mindset here. The mindset that I'm about to teach you, this is gold. Life is a video game. Building a company is a video game. We're just passing the levels right now. You know, after you've gotten far in the game, you have the nostalgia of wanting to come back and see, hey, if we played this game again from level 1, how would that be? How could we do? Get nostalgia for the other levels. That's what we're doing here. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy these levels. We're going to get fired up when we pass each level, but we're going to enjoy the level. Right now, we're in one of the early levels here, okay? You don't go into the game and just say, hey, I want to just skip all of the levels and go play. Like, if you were playing Pokemon, would you want to go and just skip to like the last boss, the final 4 or whatever, and never like go through and play the game? Just go finish the game. You're like, all right, that Pokemon, that was boring. No, you need to play the game, go through the levels. All right. So we're on the early levels. Here's where we're at. I actually made a mistake on my last prompt. So we caught that. I just fixed it here. Long story short, we had a different pub key, like our admin dashboard. I'll show you. Just kind of show you guys where we're at here. So you see this? There's no wallet connecting to admin. We needed to put in the right wallet for the print. And I didn't put the pub key and everything properly. So anyway, what I'm going to do is bring you guys back up. I'm going to fix this up. So prompt to send. There we go. And yeah, that's what we're talking about. It is pretty fun building a product. I will say, when I mean, I'm not sure if I mentioned this on a previous stream. We spent a lot of time together, but okay, stuff's happening. So what I was going to say is I've never been the one that actually coded the product. I've always played the role of more of the business side, but it's related. You know, I understand product to a certain degree, but I was never the one actually coding up the products. And so I love doing stuff like this. It's so fun because like my entire time growing as an entrepreneur, I never had like the creative capabilities to get my hands dirty and do this, but this is so fun. I mean, I would just be chatting with the teams that would go and do this, and then they would do it. And I mean, they were doing all the bug squashing and doing everything, right? But it is kind of cool to just, you know, take a step back and then kind of be in the weeds when you dive in of all these different things, like watching the agent get to work. All right, here we go. Update the admin wallet. All right, so now this is the admin wallet. No connected wallet. Admin verified. All right, there we go. That's what we're talking about. So that's what we want to see, boys. All right. Paste that in. So once again, sharing the screenshots. Awesome, sounds great. So wanted to keep you in the loop with where we are at. I've attached some screenshots. Now, with your superhuman intelligence and researching capabilities and expertise in all the domains here, and with the understanding of our goals, what do you think would be the best next steps for us? Please feel free to use your superhuman prompting ability to create the best next prompt for Replit. All right, here we go. Let's see what it said. So, admin verified, blah, 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 blah. A Solana client is clean, Anchor only, no API fallback, filed and loaded. We are in position to do the fun part, actually create a market and place bets. Please work. That would be fucking awesome. Let's go. We don't need another Anchor Replit prompt at this point. We need to use the admin UI and the on-chain flows. Only if something breaks do we go to Replit with a focus prompt. Okay. So if I'm reading this properly, it says that this shit should be working. Okay, let's go to the admin page. Let's see if this is working. Okay, create a new market. Let's put in 99,000. Okay, guys, did we accidentally just do it? We will see. We're gonna put in this test market. If this works, we did it. Like, got the flow all the way through. Then we would just deploy it. If this works. We're so close. I mean, all right. This is why I had to do a little bit of work off stream. Get it focused, get this a little further. Yes, yes. Guys, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I had to get it a little bit further off stream, but I got us really close, and now here we go. Now we just have to test the flow of funds on here, and if it works, it should just work when we launch it. So, all right, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's put the full pool fee at 200 basis points. Okay, platform fee. Okay, 400. All right. Okay, creator wallet. We're going to place. This is the creator wallet. This is our wallet address. Okay, and then creator fee wallet, same address for now. Okay. Is this the right wallet ID? Okay. Anyway. All right, here we go. Create new market. Cannot use in operator to search. Okay. Let's see what this means. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I've attached a screenshot to show you exactly where we're at. I think I put things in correctly, but I might have maybe messed up the creator fee wallet. Also, like if you think through everything with your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, what would be the best next steps for us? What should we do here? Thank you. I'm like blanking on prompt and I'm like, what's going on here? All right. Yeah, guys, we're all in different time zones at the moment. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, this is the kind of error we want to see. That's what it's saying. $4 a.m. today? For me? Right? Oh, I thought you were asking Bane. Or actually, yeah, I guess you meant that for me. My bad. For me, right now, it is 7:36 a.m. I woke up at like, what time did I wake up at? I woke up at like 5 something, like 5:15, 5:30. All right. Let's see here. JavaScript. Okay, so where the publication an object. Okay. Here we go. Best next steps. Targeted replit prompt. Okay, here we go. No, I mean, like, I thought again it at 2:30 p.m. for you. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, 2:30 p.m. my time. You're in the future, so it's like 4 a.m. your time, yes. So right now it's like a more normal time for you. Slightly. All right. Best next steps. Okay, so it gave a big prompt here. It's 100% front-end JavaScript, not Phantom or Solana. Okay, I'm going to say, sounds amazing. I want to just have us take the time to ensure we give the very best final prompt to Replit. Could you use your superhuman prompting capabilities and intelligence in all relevant domains as it relates to this task to come up with the very best final prompt that I will give to Replit right now? Thank you. Yeah, we can have a money stream here. Let me see what time my assistant's coming in. Okay, she's coming in at 9. She's coming in just about an hour. Okay, guys, so we have like an hour and 20 minutes left in the stream. Because then she's here until 11. But you know what? What do I got here? And then I have a call at 11:30. Actually, you know what? We can run a test today with her. So, 2 hours. I might just keep streaming and then have her work over there. That might be the move. So that way I can keep streaming. Because I normally give her this computer because she can work faster, but if we're really in the flow for the stream, then maybe have her work over there. All right, anyway, here's the final prompt that we're given to Replit. It's still loading. Yeah, so 9 p.m. for you right now, so you can be up till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Gotta sleep early. Yeah, what's it like with your sleep schedule, Ayush? What's your sleep schedule at the moment? Okay. We got a master prompt going in here. Sleep in 5 to 6 hours. Okay. You know, there was a really good discussion on this on a recent Jubilee episode with Brian Johnson. So you guys might know him. He's the guy he was an entrepreneur. Now I guess he's still an entrepreneur, but he's the guy who is quote unquote wanting to live forever. And he's doing all these things, trying to optimize his biomarkers and be very healthy. Yeah, he's health maxing. Exactly. Bane's got it. This guy's health maxing. In the Jubilee episode, the way that it works is one person is there as the expert, which in this case, Brian Johnson, the health maxer, and a bunch of people around him who disagree with his ideas are welcomed to be able to go up and discuss with him about any one of his claims and debate him. And I would say that the one person who did the best job, even though they weren't a great debater, they brought up the best points. One of Brian Johnson's claims is that sleep should be your top priority. And the guy came up there and he said, look, I think sleep's important, but I don't think it should be the top priority in life like you're claiming. I mean, look at you. You got to where you were, being stressed, working out a lot, or working a lot, not working out a lot, but grinding and making money and building skills and everything the top priority. And Brian Johnson's response was, he said, well, I wish I had learned about sleep earlier, arguably could have been more successful faster. Now, here's the thing. I think that it's easy to say in that position once you're there, but on your way there are going to be potentially sacrifices that need to be made in order to build the skill sets and learn everything that you need to learn along the way that unfortunately you're not automatically going to learn when you're sleeping. That said, sleep is also important, but maybe I'm just coping because I don't sleep the best. All right, here we go. Taking some screenshots here. Paste these screenshots in. And go to admin. All right. If we keep streaming from here, Ayush, you could be here for 6 hours. Okay. Well, the one call that I can't move that I am going to have to take is at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, which is in 3 hours, roughly three and a half hours. Yeah, it's technically in 3 hours and 45 minutes, but so that's the very max that I could keep going from here, but we shall see. Oh, I see. If we do 2:30 p.m., you'd sleep now and wake up at 4 a.m. Actually, let me see. 2:30. Actually, you know what, Ayush? I am going to stream later, so if you want, you could hit the hey now. You could pass out, and then we could stream later. Because technically, my assistant is getting in like an hour. All right. Cleanest, most search. All right. We're going to give a prompt here. Awesome. So I have attached the screenshots showing exactly where we're at and the changes that Replit made based on that last prompt that you gave. Now, based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains, what would be the best next steps? I actually, you know what? I should try and create another market the way that I did last time. I'm going to do that. Here we go. We're going to do... Oh! The one downside for you, Ayush, is you might miss something cool. Oh, wait. Okay. Type not found, direction. Okay, let's see what's going on there. I've also attached screenshots showing what happened when we tried to create the market like last time. Based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, please feel free to do any research or figure out what the very best next approach for us would be. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Yush, we're so close, dude. We're so close. We got one step further than last time on that last one. That extra screenshot, but now type not found, direction. Wow. It might be a difference between lowercase and uppercase. Guys, this is how precise you have to be when coding. This is crazy. Lowercase and uppercase versus the IDL. The manual edits like changing could lead to... Wow. Okay, guys. We have to be precise when we code. All right, guys. Also, guys, if you're watching right now, while we're waiting on this prompt, make sure you join the Discord. You never would have heard about the stream and the knowledge here if you weren't in the Discord. Because the Discord is where we gave a 30-minute heads up about this stream. And that went in the Discord. Every error is getting closer to the real protocol logic. All right. So guys, we're fixing the logic errors. This is good. Each one of these fixes that we do now is like an important fix that we're going to need to do. Yeah, Ayush, literally, like you could even do this while we're on streams as well. Just do whatever you can do or think about doing. Get creative, you know? Feel free to do brainstorming with ChatGPT, coming up with the best approach. Like here's what I want. And this is where we can really put what you're learning to the test, okay? This is very, very key. Everything that you're seeing, how we prompt, how we solve problems, how we ask questions, how we have AI be the brain. Do exactly that, and then just grind and solve problems in this way. So I'll give you an example, Ayush. Let's say we're trying to find ways to grow the live, right? Before we even go and start doing things, just like we don't jump into coding, go to ChatGPT, say, hey, with your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains, here's the context. And you give the context. This is the stream, this is what they cover, this is what we're looking to do, this is we're trying to grow it in the best way possible, blah, 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 blah. Like, what do you think would be the best prompt that we could give to an AI to fix that and do that? And then just follow that circle and like really, just like before we start coding something, do the same thing before you start executing a strategy. But you don't just go and start writing code. Simultaneously, you don't just go and start doing random actions on the strategy side. Do some brainstorming, problem solve with this approach. Like before we go and start diving into things, and then come up with the very best superhuman plan. Because, and it might say, you know, after a ton of research and everything and the current trends and what's working, maybe the best thing is to just go into other servers and inviting people. That could be it. But, you know, maybe it's going to the right types of servers. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's something completely unrelated that's higher leverage. We got to figure out like what are the highest leverage things that you could do, and then just go and do it. Like, but it will require some brainstorming with ChatGPT and doing this type of stuff, but you can do it. Through osmosis, you've seen how we've been doing this for many, many hours. So you know how to do it. And just brain dump on ChatGPT. One trick that I sometimes do is literally I say, feel free to like ask me whatever questions you need me to answer for you to have context to help us solve this problem. And then ChatGPT will throw out a ton of questions. And then you just answer those questions stream of conscious. And it's like, all right, let's do it. So all that to say, that's the key. You know what to do. But if you don't, ask questions. But yeah, just, get on the prompting engine. All right, so let's see what it said here. Most likely happening, the client SRC. There's a type section like this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, superhuman prompt to give to Replit. All right. All right. Okay, our agent is working. All right, this thing's cooking. Guys, I can feel it. Guys, can we feel it? I can feel it. We are getting close. Every single one of these prompts is getting us closer. We're actually fixing the stuff that we need. The wiring seems to be working. I mean, we are making it happen. We're like almost creating markets here. This is communicating with our IDL. I mean, we're close. We're close. Is it ready to begin putting millions of dollars through? Definitely not. But is it at the point where it's like, okay, I think that we're going to be able to start having real funds flow properly through mainnet? I think that we can accomplish that. I think that we can. All right. Let's see what it says. Okay. What was fixed? Changes made. All right. It says that it's fixed. Let's see. All right, so we're going to try placing another bet here. All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
That takes care of our nightlife.
I had to go grab the pub key. All right. Create new market. All right. Let's see. Did it work? Oh no, it says type direction not found. Let's just double check. Sounds good. I've attached some screenshots to show you and give you the update on everything that has taken place. Wanted to give you the time to go through everything and think through, based on your superhuman intelligence, what the best approach might be. Feel free to go do any research, do what we need to do. That said, I showed what happened when we tried to create the new market, and it looks like we ran into that same error as last time. What are your thoughts? Thank you for your help. All right, here we go. Here we go. We are getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's see what it says. Okay. It says we're doing everything right, and now we're at the point where the only thing still wrong is the local IDL that Replit has been hacking on. Okay, Replit, get your shit together. Let me summarize what's happening while you're seeing type. After the agent said fixed it, what Replit actually did from the screenshots. Okay, so Replit's lying to us. Replit's saying, all right, guys, I will be right back. Gotta throw these away. All right, I am back. I apologize for keeping you guys waiting. Here we go. So the approach here. We got to go to our IDS and copy the contents. All right. Oh, wait, we got to log in. How do we log in again? All right, I'm just going to say, sounds great. I'm happy to take that approach. Real quick, could you tell me how to log in and pull the right place to make sure that I'm copying the exact correct stuff in step one? Thank you so much. Here's where I'm at. All right, so to give you guys an idea of where we're at, we're running into an error with Replit. Replit said that it fixed it, but it didn't. And so the problem that we're actually running into with Replit is that it's saying that the type direction is not found, even though in the agent on the left-hand side, it's saying that it patched it. And so what we're doing is we're just gonna pull the IDL directly from our Anchor repo and then paste that into the Replit code base, so the agent doesn't have the opportunity to fuck it up. And then after we do that, then we'll have Replit adopt only to the canonical IDL, so no more random edits. And so that'll fix the type not found error that's happening, because last time it didn't fix it. So in order to do that, we got to log into our VPS. Okay. And in order to log into the VPS in your local machine, I got to do this. So okay. And I forget my VPS IP address, so I gotta get into my VPS IP address. All right, there we go. Guys, look, I'm actually getting better at this coding stuff. All right, getting in, and then toss my password in here. All right. System restart required. Okay. So there we go. Once we're logged in, we got to get to the right place to copy the file. Paste that in. We're going to confirm we're in the right directory. All right. Sounds good. I just logged in. This is what we're looking at. Based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, could you please ensure that we take the best next steps? Thank you. We're in the wrong directory. All right, let's try this. Oh, hey. All right, let's assess where we're at. I just attached some screenshots and it looks like there's a lot going on here. Let's take a step back. Feel free to go through our history, go through everything that you think would be best to go through based on our superhuman intelligence and figure out what's going on and ensure that we're still on the best path forward. Thank you. I think that this chat got too long and now it's like confused. I think what we need to do is like find a way to keep a master document updated because these chats are so long that I feel like it's forgetting stuff. We just have to find this folder and then paste that folder in. I don't know what's going on here. I can feel it. We're so close, but we're running into like okay, ChatGPT is freezing. Let's see. This thing seems to be frozen. we're gonna change this song. Guys, we're so close, and now ChatGPT right here is freezing. All right, I think we gotta refresh this page. Things crashing. She's coming at 9 in 40 minutes. I'm a little bit confused at the moment. Could you please review everything and make sure that we're putting in the best next thing? Feel free to take your time and review all the previous chats as needed, but figure out to make sure that we end up doing the right thing. Thank you. Let's take a step back, leverage your superhuman intelligence in all areas, and give you your superhuman research abilities to figure out everything we need to do. Yeah, actually, I'm going to turn on an alarm to make sure I don't miss when she gets here. All right, I set an alarm. All right, guys, let's go. We're close. Okay, let's go, baby. We're so close. Oh. It's boring very much. Anchor. It's the correct path. All right. You didn't even get one good clip? Damn, dude. Yeah, guys, I'm wondering what we got to do here. You're in the current base. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's some in the start, hopefully. All right. Copy that JSON. Okay, we got to copy this JSON. Okay, here we go. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I ran it and wanted to copy and paste here everything that I just copied from it based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains. Please review all the final information we got here and help us come up with the best possible prompt for Replit using your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains. Pretty please. Okay. Paste this in. All right. Look at this fucking mega prompt we just gave. Bane, I like your creativity. Guys, at the end of the day, you can make lemons. Well, you can make if life gives you lemons. If I'm giving you a boring ass stream, I'm giving you lemons. Make some lemonade. Make some lemonade. You got it. I believe in you. Okay. Okay, so we got to post. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, lads. All right, here we go. Here we go. Guys, we are so close. We are so fucking close. Guys, we might let the hair down. Here we go. We want Replit to replace its IDL file. All right. All right. Fingers crossed. We need to get this engine purring. We're gonna get this engine running. Once this engine is running, we will have the beginning of the foundation to begin printing cash. We're building a little cash cow here, okay? We need to feed it. This cow was just born, okay? And we need the cow to grow. Our little cash cow. Okay. All right, it's still creating our prompt. We've got this, guys. We've got this. No one said it was going to be easy. I can't wait to toss this domain on fuckit.ai. It's going to be sweet. All right. Is it done? Nope, not done yet. All right, the bots are grinding. All right, we're gonna refresh this page. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Bane, I appreciate you, bro. Yes, guys. Look, the good thing about there's so many streams out there, right? You can watch anything, but you're just lighting your time on fire. How much do you value your time? If you value your time, not everyone does, but if you value your time, you might as well not only be entertained, but you gotta learn, you gotta build the skill sets. People are wasting their time at school. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. They could be learning how to copy and paste like a pro, like us, and making money. All right, here we go. Boom. This is a dope prompt pulled directly from our IDL. This shit hopefully will get things working. Fingers crossed. Replit agent, use your big brain. Let's go. Come on, Replit agent, don't fuck this up. All right, here we go. This one could be the one. Guys, this one right here that we just put in, this could be it. This could be it. We put a lot of time and energy into getting that prompt ready. We had to go back and get into our terminal, find the right place, and copy the exact file. We just gave it to the agent. We're like, don't fuck this up. You have it now. Here we go. Okay, my hope is that we at least get past that last error. I do not want to see that same error that we've had 2 times. This is the 3rd time. 3rd time's the charm. I just realized I didn't even show you guys the bottom. I got to show you how our bot's grinding. Our bot is grinding, okay? It optimized its memory, decided on IDL and program updates. It's updating the IDL to the canonical version and adopting the Solana client accordingly. This is what we need. Guys, we got this. We got this. I mean, look at the screen right now. Look at what we have. This product would have taken an entire team ages to build. We own this. We built this. This is ours. Look at this. Then we are going to distribute the hell out of it once it's fully stable. Once it is stable, this thing, I'm telling you guys, we are going to level up here, okay? Level up is on the way. We're still in the first couple of gyms, okay? We're still getting ready to fight Gym Boss number 1. Number 2. Actually, we're about to beat Gym Boss number 1. Okay? About to get our first badge in Pokemon. Okay? We're close. Many people never even get to that point of what we're about to get to in the real world. Many people are NPCs. They're stuck in one spot. We, on this stream, are not an NPC. We are going through the journey, and we are going to tackle the first gym boss here and fucking get this win. Okay? We're gonna get this thing launched. And $1 million is not the end goal here, by the way. That's our first initial big goal win. We're going much higher, guys. Okay, guys, the app will be available. Okay, let's see. Keep working. Work harder. Work harder. Okay. There's a buffer polyfill issue with the Solana SPL token in the browser. Let me add the buffer polyfill to the client entry point. The fuck is going on here? All right, let's see. Bane, yes, we are grinding. We are grinding. I'm telling you guys, 99.99% of people are the NPCs, but us on the stream are not. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, this is looking... It's back. It's back. Okay. It's still grinding. It's still grinding. Feeling good. Feeling good. Yes. Let me get you guys a time for the next stream. We are coming up at the end of this stream. You know, soonest that I can be back on would be 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. Let me just double check my schedule one last time. To be safe, I'm thinking we do it at 1 p.m. Pacific. All right, this thing just buffer polyfill. Okay. So we did that. Now let's check if this admin piece will work. Let's see, guys. Moment of truth coming up. Moment of truth. Here we go. We're going to paste these in. All right. Set the price at $99,000 for the market. 2% fee. All right, here we go. Create new market. All right. Show this. All right, let's go, please. Buffer is not defined. Okay, guys. Couple of things. Okay, it's not good. It's not good that it didn't work, but it is good that we overcame the last error. So now we have a new error. Awesome, sounds great. So I ran the prompt and attached all of the updated screenshots to show you where we got to. Based on your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains and research capabilities, you go through all the screenshots and figure out what the best plan for us would be as the best technical mind and vibe coder of all time. Thank you so much. Let's really evaluate and come up with the best game plan here based on your expertise amongst the best experts in the world today. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we've actually made a ton of progress, is what GPT is telling us. The IDLs and replets, identical to Anchor. Program ID has been updated. Admin wallets configured correctly. Okay. The last error is purely front-end and bundler environment. Let's unpack what's going on and get a very focused plan. I agree. Latest summary. Okay. So updated PDA seeds and account to mesh IDL, replace Solana, manual ATA derivation to avoid buffer polyfill. Okay. Then in the ready to test section, it said the app is now running. Okay. So let's see. Most likely problematic code is here. In a node environment, buffer is global. In the browser, it's not. High level options. We have to add a proper buffer polyfill or remove buffer entirely. Option 2 is cleaner and less brittle, and we already know the agent is comfortable editing Solana, so we'll ask. Okay, we're just gonna get this prompt and run it. Here we go. After the agent finishes, click create. Okay. We're just gonna use that prompt. We don't need to understand it. We're just gonna send it. All right, guys, we got a 12-minute countdown that I have on my timer. You know what? I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put a 12-minute countdown in here. All right, here we go, guys. Countdown in action. All right, guys, we're at 11:31, 11 and a half minutes. We're getting there. We are getting there. Coding marathons is what it takes. Wallet codes, guys. Bane, Ayush, what do you guys think? Do you think that we should? Do you think I should play videos every once in a while in between? I'll show you the options for videos while this thing is coding. Here are the options. 1 doctor versus 20 RFK Jr. supporters. Hank Green on God, science, and alien consciousness. When chasing growth backfires, Ferrari's identity crisis. Maybe this one. This one could be interesting.
Ferrari is the luxury car brand. Just to get one, you had to wait for years, and when you got it, you had a list of rules to follow.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this in this other one here. All right, guys, you're going to learn about Ferrari, okay? In this 10-minute countdown here.
For decades, that's what made it special. It's the exclusive car few people can get, but that's changing. One man came in with a plan to reinvent Ferrari. They're now selling more.
Yo, Bane, what do you mean by short hook thoughts on videos?
More cars than ever, but not everyone is happy about that, and the ripple effects are starting to unravel everything that made the brand untouchable. The business model of Ferrari is a paradox. On the surface, a company that sells products for hundreds of thousands of dollars would want to sell as many as possible. And Ferraris are always expensive. Even the entry-level models are around $230,000 to $280,000. But the most exclusive, performance-driven cars go up past $1 million. But Ferrari has no problem selling these ones either. In fact, people line up on wait lists just to get one. So, if you can sell $1 million product, scaling production to match demand seems like the best strategy, right? Well, Ferrari actually built its entire empire on the opposite principle. For much of its history, Ferrari's strategy was not about fulfilling demand, but something else, what I'd call courting the demand. The demand always had to be greater than the supply, and this wasn't a choice driven by manufacturing limitations. It was a deliberate, calculated business decision. The company's former chairman famously stated they would always sell one less car than the market demands. But why? Why not sell more cars if people will buy them? Well, basically, the nature of Ferrari's business is built on an absurd set of rules designed to maximize the brand value. Not only do they limit production, but they also create a financial and social gatekeeping system to control who gets to own their cars. Take a look back at 2015. Ferrari shipped exactly 7,664 cars globally. That's it. They purposefully kept this number low, knowing they could sell far more. If you wanted a new Ferrari,
All right, guys, real quick. I took the screenshots. I've continued the process. We're going to simultaneously on this stream learn as we're making progress here. So here we go. We updated, did all the prompts. We're going to create this new market, see if it works. Boom. Boom. So anticlimactic. So anticlimactic. What is going on here? All right, we're going to give a quick prompt. Sounds great. Thank you. Based on your superhuman intelligence and all relevant domains and researching capabilities, could you look through everything that it just did and what happened when we tried to create a new market? Thank you so much. Feel free to leverage and take some time and really just figure out what the very best approach would be based on superhuman intelligence as the best technical mind and vibe coder in the entire world today.
you couldn't just walk into a dealership and buy one. Even if you have the money, they'll run a background check on you to see how you treat past cars. After that, you pay a deposit and wait. If you want to buy a standard Ferrari, it might be a couple of months. But if you want a new or luxury Ferrari, you'll usually have to go on a wait list, one you could be on for multiple years. And even if you own a Ferrari or even multiple Ferraris, it's nearly impossible to get on the VIP list or get a limited edition Ferrari. You can quickly see why this builds desire. If you have to wait 3 years for a car, it becomes a genuine status symbol regardless of how much money you have. But the absurdity goes even deeper, just like the markets. We all know investing.com, but I want to talk about their flagship product, Investing Pro. I've been using it as a
Blah, blah, blah.
Ferrari unveiled the F80, a new flagship to replace the LaFerrari. But this time, the reaction was different. One longtime Ferrari fan wrote, "Now, some people who have been given the opportunity to buy an F80 are actually stopping to think about it." That is like being offered a winning lottery ticket and asking if the font on the numbers is correct. It's as though we've gone from, "I can't believe I'm lucky enough to pay to get on this list," to, "I can't believe how much I have to pay just to be on this list." The romance has been replaced with spreadsheets and calculations. People aren't rushing to buy because they love the cars. They're hesitating because they're not sure if it's a good investment. A $719,000 SF90 was sold after driving only 185 miles for $579,000. That's a 100
Ferrari. Okay, guys, we're in the final 5-minute countdown here. Let me see what you said, like Brian. Maybe you can say. Yeah, Bane. I feel you, man. I feel you. I can share my thoughts. I'll share the wisdom. Share the wisdom on these things. Okay. So let's see here. When I click create a new market. Okay. Best plan add. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Here we go. I'll copy this. I agree, Bane. You know the audience, so
which
that's
works
the
out to
goal.
about $760 per mile driven. Such a steep drop with such low mileage on a Ferrari is not normal. The financial elite who once fought over the most exclusive models are now hesitating. Ferrari is now trying to push the brakes. Ferrari is now scaling back sales to ease this problem and is cutting allocation to certain markets to inflate demand.
We got this going.
But this doesn't make investors too happy who want more sales and thus more profits. To Vigna's credit, Ferrari is making more money than ever before, but customers seem less excited about them than ever. I worry they're sacrificing the long-term health of their brand. Speaking of brands, we're working on crossing 1 million subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you did. It seems like Ferrari is in a tug-of-war between satisfying investors or customers. They're becoming more of a volume luxury brand, not
Bane, that's a good point.
If the cars start to lose value, the entire reason for buying a Ferrari, the financial and social exclusivity, starts to crumble. That artificial demand that they've cultivated for decades might fall apart. Has Ferrari sacrificed the long term for the short term? Only time will tell. Another luxury car brand that's feeling the pain even more is Porsche, which went hard into EVs and is now regretting it all. Check out this video to learn more. But
All right, guys, look at that. I think we might have skipped ahead. I don't know how long this video was, but we finished the Ferrari video. Quick update. Yeah, I kind of like this. I don't know. What do you think, Bane? Having the video play a little bit in here, you know, changes it up every once in a while. If we get a little dull, learn about Ferrari, learn about this, learn about that. Because guys, in reality, that's a lot of what we do. Like, at the end of the day, the goal in being here, when you guys are here, I want you to walk away being like, okay, I learned more than I would have learned in an entire month in school. Every single time we do a stream, we need it to be that level of value for you guys. So you guys learned all about Ferrari, coding, everything, building a business, getting $1 million in revenue from that other video, like learning a lot here. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna try and create another new market here. So take this screenshot, tossing this up here. All right, we're coming against the clock here though. So yeah, coming against the clock. My assistant's gonna be here soon. So we gotta get a move on. Gotta keep it going. All right, here we go. Copy. 90,000, 100. Okay. Oh, that's loud. Turn that shit off. Okay, here we go. All right, paste this here. Okay, here we go. Create new market. Oh, let's go, baby. Boys, right on the fucking timer. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Guys, right at the end. Right at the end. This is what can happen when you grind through and grind. And we were fucking focused and we were ready and we were in it. And yeah, we were playing a Ferrari video. Yeah, we played that other video. But guys, we somehow timed it where right after the timer, there was the buzzer beater. Everyone had given up hope. Everyone thought we didn't make it. But guys, right at the end, last second, right before my assistant came in, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Let's fucking go. Guys, this is huge. This is huge. This is monumental. Monumental. I cannot believe we hit this right at the end of the stream. Guys, let's fucking go. Let's go. Okay. Wow. Wow. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Guys, this is what we're talking about. We didn't even have music at the end. Guys, we made that happen. We made that happen. We were grinding. Kept it going. Let's go. Holy shit. Right at the end. Right at the end. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. She might even be here. Let's see if she's outside. All right. Yeah, guys, I gotta go. She said 15 minutes away. She's outside. She literally just texted me outside as I was texting her that, guys, we're gonna end the stream there. See you guys at 1 p.m. Peace.